Hold it, baby Bonanza. It's me, Cunty Mclean. Cunty Mclean, your arch nemesis and worst nightmare. It was the name my mother gave to me. She loved me very, very much. My father came from a long line of Mcleans. That's about it. What else am I supposed to do when I'm talking? Not fondle myself? Are you fucking serious? Cunty Mclean. I'm Cunty Mclean. I've said it 3 times already. Jesus. Any more questions? Really? You don't remember? My cousin, Donald, came out to the wasteland to make a name for himself. He got caught up in some fiend group and ended up getting recruited. You murdered him. You murdered him and you don't even remember. He had the smile of a child and the mouth of a smaller child. It would have been obvious if you hadn't blown his fucking head off. I didn't walk tens of miles just to not kill you. I must avenge Donald. There is. You can stand there and not fight. And then I'll kill you.
Welcome to fucking Frost Hill. How about a shot of whiskey to get that fucking chill out of you? First one is on the house. Lori can also offer you snatch at a reasonable rate. If you'll suffer my fucking curiosity, what brings you to our little hamlet? I see. Keen on keeping the cards close to the chest, so to speak. Understandable in these heathen times of fuck-all law. I was drawn in by the placid peaks, serene snows, and colossal canyons. Certainly you're not so credulous as to accept that fucking nicety. No, I care little for the gelid gusts that shrink my scrotum, nor for the blinding blizzards that bar my morning ambulation, which I hold dear. I was a fucking tremendous practitioner of law, renowned as a goddamn doyen in my field. beholden to no cocksucker in existence. I should have been content with my station, sated with wealth and respectability, but I crave power, that awful demonic whore. Politics. It is a poison that dashes morality, reason, and even common sense. Furthermore, the fickle masses are vengeful, flagitious beasts. I was sacrificed on the altar of an autocratic orgy, thrown to the mob after a misstep, a mere stumble on the steps to higher order. Animals masquerading as men pursued me, sought to mutilate my person, and dissect me like fucking wild game. I would have none of it. Now, I am a vendor of spirits, a purveyor of bottled mirth, and giver of counsel. This is my station, and I am content with it. I fucking swear it. There are hyperbolic tales of some cannibal prowling outside of town. Goes by the name of Schwartz. In my opinion, it's bullshit born of sexual repression. It's like a restless viper stirring in your pants. Now I find that furious, frequent masturbation ameliorates this malignancy, though blowjobs are the definitive cure. Well, some of the passing persiflage contains mention of a grand rising of the servile masses in Arizona, unified under the banner of some Spartacus. Reviving archaic names and titles from the empires of yore will always yield positive results, as evidenced by Caesar's artful aping of the ancients. In all candor, though, the poor saps will be crushed. The survivors, crucified. The bear is too lethargic, too timid for action, to its shame. Don't be a motherfucking stranger.
What are you doing around here, fancy pants? Oh, you come to admire my moustache, huh? Ah, that's right. Just take it all in. Good. That's what all the ladies say when I give 'em a taste of this love rug above my lips. Drives them crazy. You know, I reckon you want to touch it, don't you? Well, that's just too goddamn bad. Only Lori gets to be caressed by the love rug, stranger. You done fucked up, partner.
Whoa! I've got you now.
Evening.
What is it, honey? 100 caps. But don't go expecting conversation. That'll do. Come on. I've got a room in the back.
What you got? Sometimes nicknames are just random or nonsensical, but his was dead on. Squirrely indeed. You played this one smart, and I appreciate it. We're one step closer to Marco, and the townsfolk are starting to hate us less. It was excellent work, so here's the bonus as promised. Get rested and report back when you're ready. What you got? Okay, your target is Oliver Doolin, one of the most prolific caravan robbers in recent history. For over 2 decades, he and a number of cronies pillaged NCR commerce in and around the frontier. It was only recently that he teamed up with Marco. Nobody's quite sure why he got in bed with Marco, but he did. That gets him on our list. My source indicates that he's alone in a shack outside town. He might not be surrounded by a gang, but don't underestimate Doolin. He's rumored to be quick and steady. Dangerous combination. Any questions? Nobody runs with Marco unless they're a bad customer. Doolin wasn't just a robber. He killed at least one sheriff in cold blood. Besides, Brookshire is adamant about this one. NCR doesn't forgive or forget. Alright, you just watch yourself out there. Good luck.
Easy there, killer. I'm not looking to fight you. At least not yet. I know you're probably out for blood, but would you mind hearing me out first? I wonder why you really came here. I've heard stories about Randall and all that business down in Vegas, but this is different. They say you've killed a lot of bad men, Got a real instinct for it. Maybe you really are as good as they say. Let me tell you something, though. It won't matter if you go up against Marco. I'm not trying to scare you, because it's not about skill. I know Marco. I know him well. I believe he came here to turn away from what he was, start over. He changed his name, even got a woman. When he found out about Sergio, I saw him change again. Like somebody had flipped over a card. That old demon inside was awake again. You might be fast, you might be tough, but Marco will do anything to settle that score. He wanted you to come here. I grew up on the frontier. My parents were NCR settlers. Farming never suited me, though. As a young man, I just wanted to feel alive, not like dying a little every day. That's what farming was to me, a slow death. I ran away at 15, joined the gang. I learned the trade soon enough, took to robbing caravans, but it was never about the money. I enjoyed the chase, leading men into the fray, staying ahead of the law. Only the Rangers ever got close to me, though. Last few years, it got harder, though. We'd been boxed in by NCR, Legion, and Hades, and they all wanted me dead. When Marco showed up, he offered to get me set up in Frost Hill in exchange for a share of my earnings and unwavering loyalty. See, Frost Hill is a haven for old bandits like me. It's where we come to escape and settle down, free from the government and savages out there. Ironically, now that I'm getting older, I find myself missing that old farm more and more. I do wonder what became of it sometimes. I had hoped to ease out of this racket, maybe start selling tobacco. A man will always pay good money for a smoke. I soon realized that Marco had other plans for me and for this town. I don't know exactly what, but things will never be the same up here. NCR always wanted my head for the money I stole. They didn't care much about that sheriff and the 2 deputies I shot, just the money. So you gonna gun me down like the rest and saw off my finger? Vicious business. Damn bears love their records. What happens next? I'd like for you to walk away. Leave this behind while you're still in one piece. As for me, I'd like to do the same. But let's face it, I'm a dead man outside Frost Hill. I know you aren't going anywhere, so that sort of boils it down. So it does.